Have you ever thought about the immense power that lies within a nuclear bomb? The birth of this formidable weapon can be traced back to World War II, an era when the world was in turmoil and the need for a decisive advantage led to the inception of the Manhattan Project. This top-secret endeavor united some of the brightest minds of the time. Their goal? To harness the power of the atom and bring the concept of the nuclear bomb to reality. In August of 1945, the world stood still as the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were reduced to rubble by the devastating force of the atomic bomb. The impact was cataclysmic, forever imprinting the horrific potential of nuclear warfare on the canvas of human history. The world had witnessed a power like no other, setting the stage for a new era of warfare and diplomacy. Following the devastation of World War II, the nuclear bomb took center stage once more during the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union, the two superpowers of the world, found themselves locked in a deadly game of chess, each vying for supremacy. The nuclear bomb was their queen, the most powerful piece on the board, capable of delivering a checkmate in one swift move. The nuclear arms race that ensued was a dangerous dance of power and strategy. Each side built up their arsenal, creating more powerful and destructive weapons, all while claiming they were for deterrence. The world watched in dread, the threat of nuclear war hanging like a dark cloud over humanity. The strategy of brinkmanship dominated this era as both superpowers pushed each other to the edge, hoping the other would back down first. The world was on the brink, the threat of nuclear catastrophe ever present. Despite the looming threat of nuclear annihilation, there were those who fought for peace and disarmament. As nations stockpiled nuclear arms, a parallel narrative emerged. This was a narrative of resistance, of a collective desire for disarmament, and of a shared commitment to peace. In the face of potential devastation, world leaders, diplomats, and peace activists alike rallied to prevent further proliferation of nuclear weapons. They recognized that the survival of humanity hinged on international cooperation and mutual trust. A series of treaties and agreements were crafted, such as the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, signed in 1968. This pact represented a collective commitment to halt the spread of nuclear weapons, promote disarmament, and encourage the peaceful use of nuclear energy. These efforts were not without their challenges. Violations occurred, tensions flared, but the fight for disarmament persisted. While the threat remained, so did the hope for a world free of nuclear weapons. The specter of nuclear conflict still looms large in the 21st century. Even as we've moved beyond the Cold War, the threat of nuclear warfare has not dwindled. Increasing tensions between nuclear-armed nations, coupled with the chilling possibility of rogue actors obtaining nuclear weaponry, continue to underscore the relevance of nuclear bombs in today's geopolitical climate. These modern-day threats illuminate the horrific dangers and potential consequences of nuclear warfare. The very existence of nuclear weapons represents humanity's capacity for mass destruction, serving as a stark reminder of the fragility of our world. Yet, amid these looming threats, the legacy of the bomb also illuminates the urgent need for peace, diplomacy, and global cooperation. The lessons from our past must guide our actions today as we navigate these perilous waters. As we reflect on the legacy of the nuclear bomb, we must remember the urgent need for peace, diplomacy, and global cooperation.